No. No. Hey. No. No. We just got back. I just popped the collar on him. I haven't used it yet. But I figured I'd probably put it on him in case he starts up. He's jumped on me a couple times, just while I was trying to put the collar on him. Good in the car, so that's good. But he's very engaged with his nose. Like when I introduced him to Eddie in the car, very engaged with his nose about smelling the other dog smells that have been in the car and so forth. And now he's engaged out here, so he probably should be able to keep himself busy for a little bit, but it's when he gets bored or stimulated and he's going to start trying that mouthy, jumpy stuff. It's not aggression, by the way. We've talked about this Tasmanian devil syndrome. It can become aggressive. No. So I don't allow the dogs to challenge the fence, to jump on it or dig under it or anything like that, because it's not actually secure on the ends.
BS.
You never seen a TV before. He was just up on the box, trying to look behind it to find where the guy was. Where was the guy? You never seen a TV. Where did you come from?
If you're worried
No.
that a joke may cause people not to vote for Trump,
No.
then you're not all in.
That was a vibration.
Take it, don't get on X.
He does not know what to make of that. I've seen that before. It's just funny. So he's been in Bridgeport Municipal Pound for a year or more, and then he been at Dan Cosgrove for about 5 or 6 weeks, give or take. I think he's around 2, so yeah, probably, most of his, his puppy life, I don't know where he was. He's found wandering, but basically all of his adult life has been in captivity. So this is really possibly his first time being indoors like this. I mean, they have TVs at Dan Cosgrove. Like in the lobby they have some. But they just had like a fireplace. So nothing like this, Okay, so as he's exploring, he's learning some of the rules. So you saw him stick his nose in the garbage. And then he stuck his nose into the air fryer. Good boy. That's some nice relaxation. And so he got a vibration again for the air fryer, and then I followed through with spatial pressure, which was his first first time dealing with that. I had to block him a few times. He was trying to avoid. And then he sat, and I walked away. So this should just get easier. And whenever he does that, whenever he complies that he's submissive towards me, that's going to help with, he's not going to jump on somebody and nip at them and do all that stuff that he feels submissive towards. All that is fine. He can stick his nose in there. He can explore all that, but not where my food is. Not in the garbage. I'm gonna teach him early on that that's not for dogs. I had to pick up his hind legs and get him to walk in with just his front legs. And he's been a little bit anxious because just had to go out to the car to get his food. No. So now, I'm gonna feed him. So even if he's anxious or he tries to barge, he cannot come out without permission. This will be his first time learning. No, stay. Nope. Good. Can't be excited like this about food. No. Sit. Sit. Good. Wait. So when I go to bend over, when he impulses, no, like that. When he impulses to go towards the food, I'm just going to stand back up again. Because he has to wait till I walk away. Wait. No. Wait. Now, a lot of times people give the dog permission. You know, they use some kind of release word like okay or whatever. Did somebody use that word with you? Off. Off. That was again just a vibration. He's reacting very well to that. Probably a little bit too nervous to eat. I know how he is back there, you know, like when you put a food in the dog's kennel. If he was a picker, if he just, you know, picked at it slowly and ate it slowly or gobbled it down. Looks like he's kind of a picker, but it could just be first day jitters. Oh, excuse me. So I've only used the vibration because I don't want to use the collar too much until he starts to understand it. So I have to work with it, work on it with him first. But when you first bring a dog in, the first thing you have to do is establish that there's rules, you know? You can't jump on me. You can't stick your nose in the garbage. You can't stick your nose in the air fryer or on the counter or, you know, you can't jump on me when I'm feeding you food. You have to wait for it. So he has to learn all those rules, right, to start to bring him into a more obedient state when he's home. You know, I want him to see this house and view this house that way, so that he's not a complete nut job like he was back at the shelter. See, at the shelter, he's in the kennel a lot, and then he's pent up, and then he gets out, and then he thinks he can just jump all over people and do whatever he wants and get testy with people, and we're just letting him know that's not going to happen here, and we got to start right away. Because if I started treating him like a baby and baby talking him and letting him do whatever he wants, you know, then he would start to push it, and the next thing you know, my sleep off. No. So just like that, he can't go up on the counter. Basically, that's kind of a counter, but so he's you know, still confused about the collar, but he's gonna understand it. Just gonna try it again. No. And he's also going to understand what that word means, which is ideal. So third time, if he goes over there, I probably won't even press the button. I'll just say no, and I'm sure he's going to, whoa, back off, right? And now he's just completely like, I'm just going to lay down, give up. Good boy, huh? Good boy. And then once he starts to understand the collar, that's when I'm really gonna like try to amp him up and baby talk him and try to get him to, act a fool with me. But usually it only takes like a couple times, and then they're like, okay, I'm not gonna get away with it. You're not gonna get away with it. Right, Pop? And so far, spatial pressure twice. That's the third time. And that was really good. So he's actually a very submissive dog. Very submissive, and he looks like he really wants to please, Once he starts learning stuff, then we'll really see that, Because he doesn't know too much as of yet. He's getting a little testy. He tried to growl a little bit at me for doing what I just did. And he ended it with, and then he laid down. So he's, no. Like that. No. Like that. So you can't back it up. You cannot back it up. So he was just, he got that spatial pressure because of being anxious in the kennel. No. So he can't be anxious in the kennel. You can't soothe it out of him. You can correct it out of him. You can tell him, you're in my space and I disagree with that. No. No, shush. Now, the true test is when I'm out of sight. So before I went down to get the food, he was kind of whining pretty good. So that kind of pressure, right? It's a lot for him. It's a challenge to them. Basically, I'm challenging him. And he really has no choice in there because he can't really fight, you know what I mean? He can't really avoid. He either has to fight or submit. And so when he starts acting up, no. We come in and we put that pressure on him. And I'm hard staring at him. He can't maintain the eye contact. And when he does that, that's okay. I'll take that. Because he bows, he puts his head down. But I like when he lays down better. And so when he calms down and I walk away, I'm letting him know I accept that. I don't accept what he was doing before. I put pressure on him, he calms down, I let him know I accept that. This is very low. No. Shh. So he doesn't really respond to either of those. So he's still maintaining a low grade anxious sound. I don't know if you can hear it. But if he starts to elevate, then I'll put pressure again. A little bit of a whine. You probably heard that. No. No. You're just very vocal. You're just being vocal. You don't get it, huh, Edwards? I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna try to keep quiet until he settles down because I don't want to make him anxious. But he has to learn when he's in the kennel, you can't be like that. You have to be calm and quiet. Otherwise, no, he'll make himself sick. Just like Eddie's nice and calm, huh, Edward? You weren't always like that, huh? So that's a good boy. See, if I let him go, then he'll start pacing back and forth, possibly chewing on the cage, all that stuff, trying to bust out. So we want to stop it early. No. And that's just how it is, right? He goes in, Edward comes out. Edward goes in, he comes out. And he has to just wait. That's how it is here, right, Edward? Sometimes we got more dogs, right? And we have to wait longer. Isn't that true, Edward? Isn't that true, Edward? That's so true, huh, Edward? No. And after Edward has his time out, then I'm going to start working with him. I'm going to start with the markers and teaching him yes and no. And we'll probably just do some e-collar stuff with heel in place, just so he starts to get used to it. Okay, so Milo's been quiet. It's been about an hour and a half now. Since that last time I had to go over there and address him. He's been absolutely perfectly quiet. And it's time to swap out the dogs now. So I'm gonna let him out, finish eating, and then I'm gonna, well, if he wants to finish eating, then I'm gonna start getting to work with him. Howard's been sleeping. Come on. Come on, Addie. Addie, come. Addie, come. Oh, shush. Good boy. Okay, so again, just like before, he can't just come out, especially if he's anxious. He has to show me some relaxation first. No, wait. So I just use the door to block. No. That's what we're looking for. Oh, you couldn't see. He sat. Break. Ooh. Oh, ouch. Right in the nuts. You're awful vocal, you know that? You tried to get a little bit angry with me, didn't you? Yeah, you did, huh? You did very well. Very well. I didn't want to bore you with it. But very, very eager to please. and he's definitely in that zone where he's in a new environment and he's on his best behavior. So that's something you want to use to your advantage. If you get a new dog and they're acting on their best behavior, use that to your advantage. Because if you just spoil them and let them get away with stuff for 2-3 weeks or something, and then they think that's how it is around here, I get to rule the roost, and then before you know it, you start having behavior problems. But they'll never arise if you just use this to your advantage. Like he's being on his best behavior, so we reward that, and then whenever he does something that he's not supposed to do, we let him know that's the wrong thing to do. He's doing great so far, though. Okay. So he's been chilling. Gave him a chance to eat some vittles and have some water and just relax for a while. It's time to go back in. He tends to put up a little bit of a stink, so we're going to work on that just a little bit. It's different. He's an adult dog. He lives in a kennel, so good boy. He knows he has to go in there, you know what I mean? And he just has to function right away. I can't train him gradually, crate train him. House. So you don't go, put pressure. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. Here. Check my level here. Okay, so I can do this. There we go. Here. House. House. Good. Good boy. Break. We're just going to repeat this a few times. Here. So when I say house, the button turns on, and then I put pressure towards the crate, and when he goes in the crate, the button turns off. Boy, excuse me. Milo, house. 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 Good. Break. Good boy. Good job. Do you want to do again? Do you want to do again? Let's do again. Ready? Come on. House. No. House. House. Good. Break. Good boy. Good boy. I apologize for the camera work. I'm trying to hold the camera and operate the remote at the same time. Milo, here. Good. Milo, house. No, house. Good boy. Break. Good. I'd like to get one successful maneuver. Milo, here. Come on. Here. House. Yes. Good job. Good boy. Set. No. Back. Good. Set. Did you do good? No. Stay. Oh my goodness. Did you do good? Yeah. Good. Yeah, it's a good boy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a good boy, Milo. You want to take that off of you? Where's the thing? There it is. No, don't start. No. 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 Stay. I'll probably have to repeat this like last time a couple times, but that should be about it. Should go easier each time until he finally gives up. Permanently gives up. You can No. 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 House. This way. Come on. Come on. No, come. Come. It's okay, come. Oh, good baby. Good. Good. This way. House. Come on. There you go. House. Good. Sit. No, sit. Sit your pup. Pop up, sit. Good. There you go. Sounds pretty good. Your head's sticking out, but you're not going to try to escape, are you? Good job. No. Stay. No. Stay. Good. Sit. Good. Wait. No, sit. So we stop patting. Good. There you go. That's better. He was a bit shaky. He's still a little bit, but he's settling down. You didn't like going in there, huh? You got a taste of the good life, man? There you go. Good. Stay. Good boy. Milo, come. Good. Milo, house. Yes, good boy. Good. Wait. Good. Milo, break. Good boy. Want to do again? Want to do again, Milo? Milo, house. Go on. Yes, good boy. Wait. Good. Good job, Milo. Milo, break. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Oi, 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 oi. Milo, come. Good. House. Yes, good boy. Good boy. No. You have to wait. Oh, will you shush? You're such a baby. Wait. Good. Good. Milo, break. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, my goodness. Milo, house. Yes. Good job. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Milo. Stop. Milo. Oh, yeah. You gonna stall now? What do I got? What do I got? What is it? What is it? Get. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, you go. Oh. Good. Good job, Milo. Ugh. You're all slimy and wet. Milo, sit. No. Sit. Your confusion. Break. Break. Milo, break. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness, Milo, Milo. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. No. Good. Good job. Well done, Milo. House. Good. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good. Off. He's more serious than Puppy is. He's rather unsocialized. There we go, a little bit. He's been in basically in a dog pound for his entire life. I think he's close to 3, 2.5, something like that. Hey, off. So I'm not going to be able to film when I first bring him in, because I've got to be a little bit prepared. So I'm going to need my hand free. Let them get warmed up with each other out here. They're absolutely perfectly fine with each other. Like inside, their crates are right next to each other. Puppy gets upset when he comes out. He gets upset when I take Puppy out. So kind of like each other's company, at least. See if he wants to go, because Puppy went over there. Everybody's eating the tasty grass, huh? I've had to address Milo already. Hey! Pop-Up ain't taking your shit. Look at Pop-Up. Not having that. Not having getting humped. All right, Pop-Up. That's what happens when you have a big brother, huh? So far, Milo's taking it, taking it well, taking that correction from him well and the corrections from me well. He just avoided humping again right there. Normally, if nothing had happened, he would have just humped again. And he may try it again. No. So he got a vibration for trying. Ease. You faker. He's a little bit what I would call electric. Like you see his jaw starts twittering. And this is like the phase where they try to figure out their place, This will probably go on for 15 to 20 minutes and then it should settle down. And after repeated, 3 or 4 days of this, they should start to really, feel comfortable with each other and start to build up more trust with each other. When they don't know each other, it's like they don't know what to expect from the other dog. So they're figuring this all right now, pushing boundaries and pushing limits, and they'll start giving and taking and all this. I don't have to worry about him at all, really. I'm just more concerned with him. That's good. What a punk. That was a punk move. But so far he's not too bad. Easy. It's a little bit controlling. No. So he can't go on top like that. Over the shoulders or neck like that. You see how he keeps getting in front of Puppy and blocking him, so he's controlling his access to movement. There we go. So when one dog stops to smell, pee, scratch themselves, it's customary for the other dog to just wait and not interrupt them while they do their thing. That's good polite behavior, which he just did. Gotta stop going on top like that. So he's supposed to be going home with another dog, and when they met, I believe he corrected the dog or the dog corrected him or something, and they had a little bit of a scuffle, and it was all secondhand information, so I'm not exactly sure what happened. But if he's doing that stuff, that's probably why. No. So that is dominant gestures going over the top of the neck like that. If he's just smelling like that or something, it's fine. This is really the first smell that we've really had, like the first good one. See, he can't go into another dog's property and act all you know, kind of controlling like that. He can't be all controlling and dominant because the other dogs, what do you, this is my house, can't do that. So he has to learn that that's not going to be acceptable. Better to learn here, you know. See, he thought about it. No. No faking it this time. You see the difference because he's not doing any of that stuff, right? He's just play, let's play, you know. Always happy, huh, Papa? You always happy, Papa? See, that's okay, you know. You just can't like try to play with him or do, you know, dominant stuff when they stop to scratch or pee or poop. No. Yes, you're all submissive, I get it. But he can't get up and just do it again. But pretty good. I mean, he trusts Pop-Up, so that's good. You know, he's young, so it'd be, you know, pretty natural, pretty normal for him, the older, supposed more experienced dog, to want to be dominant, even though I'd say Pop-Up's probably more experienced. He was raised with another dog, and so he's used to playing, and obviously better with the signals. He doesn't have anything to prove, you know. Must look like he was guarding whatever he's licking, the dirt. Hey, what are you doing? Leave that alone. What are you doing? Why are you licking dirt, weirdo? No. Good Lord. I just gave him a bath. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? No. Okay, go do dog stuff. Yeah. Go do dog stuff. No. You don't get mouthy. You don't get mouthy, Papa. Alright, go do dog stuff. Get the zoomies. That's more like it. So he thought about trying to prove something again, and he stopped. That's more like it. Just play. Yes. The noise is nothing. It's just some dogs take it differently. You can see Pup is intimidated a little bit by it. some dogs will take that differently until they get used to it, you know. Easy. You see how far he pushes it if he does any cheap shots. That's definitely something I don't want to see. You see both tails straight up. Neither one of them really want to give in to the other. Hey. So again, going on top. Settled in nicely, and then the next couple times that they meet, it'll be excited again at first, but a lot less intense. The first time is always the most intense. A lot different now. Tails are down. Everybody's more relaxed. They probably have a little bit more bursts of play going on, but for the most part, they got the initial ritual out of their system. Just wanted to make a note. I don't give a lot of affection when I introduce dogs. You know, occasionally I let them know they're doing good, but I don't want any jealousy issues. I don't want anyone cutting the other one off trying to get to me. I don't use food or toys. That all has to come later. Initially, it's about, you know, just them interacting and having their play and getting everything out of the way that they need to get out of the way. And then we could feel it out and eventually start, you know, doing toys. And they both have to learn, you know, that if I'm giving this dog affection, that dog has to stay out of the way, has to give, you know, a respectful amount of space. It can't just come in between the two of us here and push him out of the way, because that could cause him to correct the other dog. If it's just casual, like, you know, if he just happened to walk through, that would be no issue. Do the intro through the fence, see how it goes first, bring him in. You got to kind of let them, you got to kind of see what they're going to do. You're going to stop any of that like dominant gestures, humping, putting their chin over the top of the neck or shoulders of the other dog. Any cheap shots where they come and they take a bite in the side or in the leg or something like that. Controlling behavior, I let a lot of that slide in the beginning. But eventually, like say if this dog blocked access, if he was coming to me and then he blocked access to getting to me, I would address him for that, because he's controlling in my yard, in my space, so he's really stepping on my toes, and I have to convey to both of them that I'm the one that's in charge out here, or in general with the two of them. There we go, we're gonna have a little burst. That's all fine, right? Even running a little bit on the top, that's okay. A little push, that's all right, you know. It's when they do it with intention. You see it. He's starting to try to do it now. He's kind of glancing over at me to see if he's gone too far. So at this point, I'm just going to walk in. I didn't correct or do anything. I just brought my presents over. See, that's fine. That's not that, like, going over his neck like that, smelling is fine. It's not with intention. He just wants to smell his neck. And as you can see, Pop-Up was fine with it. Pop-Up does not like it, no. Hey! Pop-Up's giving it back now. Show him your moves, Pop-Up. He gets pushed around, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm not taking that anymore. So mostly with Milo, just been doing vibration corrections, but that last one was a bit of a zap because he's not listening. And if I'm using an e-collar, I got to start low and feel it out, right? I don't want the dog, redirecting on the other dog because of it. So you got to feel it out. You don't just want to go in hard with a hard correction. Oh, that's so much butter. So far since that correction, he hasn't tried to do any over the top or humping. And the play is a little bit more like evened out, you know what I mean? It's tough, it's just a small space, so their type of play is limited. I prefer bouncing and running, than wrestling and getting mouthy. Less chance of anyone getting, irritated or something. But there's not a lot of room for that. Plus, with more room, they have more room if they want a little space from each other.